Today we're going to be making one of my specialties, which is guacamole. I got a request from someone who's a subscriber, and they were like, "Hey man, why don't you make some of your guac?" So, all right, that's fine. So our ingredients for this guac today is going to be avocados. We're going to be using habanero peppers inside. We're going to be using habanero peppers inside of my guac, limes, salt, and pepper. Alright, so we're going to start first by slicing the avocados. How I slice my avocados. Bam. 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 Watch out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And bam. There we go. So we're going to put all the avocados that I just in half inside of a bowl. Here we go. Go ahead and scoop those out like that. Like so. Make sure you don't want to get no skin up in there, guys. That don't taste that good. Bam, put that to the side there. Here we go. Get my scoop on. Yeah. Alright, so I went ahead and started to scoop out most of the avocados, but then I will get back and show you how to do it anyway. But yeah, for most times you get the type of avocados I prefer are normally the more firmer ones because they'll last a little bit longer in the refrigerator if I don't use them immediately. But most you guys could buy them softly or however the heck you prefer. I just say don't get the really green ones because they have a funny taste to it. So we're gonna go ahead and mash these up a little bit. I'm gonna use this spoon to kind of poke through it because it is a little bit still firm. So when I get to start mashing it with the potato masher, it's a little bit smoother. That actually looks pretty good. All right. Let's see, get our potato masher. So you just mash it around. My bowl is a little bit overfilled. Cut. Alright. So just keep mashing them. Keep mashing. Till most of it squished up. Or whatever texture. Some people I know actually like chunks of avocados inside their guacamole. I really don't prefer that, but mostly if the majority of it is squished or mashed, that's fine. Alright. Majority of this stuff is mashed. Okay. Alright, so next we're gonna set this to the side. The potato masher still in there to the side. Next I'm going to chop up my habanero peppers. Just pull the stems out. I don't separate my seeds from my peppers. I cook it as is. So I just get a big butcher knife. I cut like that in the middle or half. I want to go and just chop them finely like this. This is the way I prefer because I know a lot of people don't like to get a big chunk of pepper in their mouth. So I just chop them up finely, even though the pepper is still hot. So this is the way that I chop mine up. But you also can use a blender to blend up your ingredients. So I'm just going to show y'all guys this way for right now. Chopping it real finely. Just get at a couple of different angles here. Here's a little choppy tutorials right here. There's nothing much to say, just more or less just look. But I chop mine up very finely. I find it better to chop up things finely for myself whenever I use a bigger knife. So you just scoop those over there. Alright. So now we're gonna go with the lime. I have 2 limes here. But how I do it is I do them one by one. just to see, depending on the spiciness of the guac, is how many limes I would add. So that's 1 lime. Start off with 2. And if you have this kind of citrus masher, I guess, the way how you can make sure all your juices out is if you squeeze 1 lime or a lemon or whatever you prefer, put the other one that you squeeze inside, put it in there like that, and they'll give you double squeeze. See? More juice. Right there. Then that guarantees that your lime or whatever citrus fruit that you had, juice is gone. Okay. Take that potato masher out. Give it a mix. Just a few swirls here. Alright, then throw in the pepper. Don't worry about how much pepper you put. More or less, I add my pepper just for a little bit of color, really. Strange thing to say, but I like to see the little black sparkles inside, I guess you can call it. Then for the salt, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I already know how many sprinkles it'll take me, but I'll say do a few small sprinkles, you guys, and taste as you go. I've been making guac for a while, so here and there, I can tell how many sprinkles that I need of salt. More or less, I try to let the spiciness blend in with the sourness of the lime, and the salt kind of mellows out the spicy here and there. It more or less, how my guac comes out, it'll sneak up on you. So your taste is like, ooh, wow, this guac is good. And then a few seconds later, it's like, wait a minute, my tongue is on fire. What's going on? Let's see. Give that a little taste. Okay. Me, I'm going to have a half of another lime. Add a half of another lime, and matter of fact, I'll just use the bigger half of the lime. It was getting there. You can taste a lot of avocado in there, which is not mainly the purpose, but you know. Nah, you know what? I'll go ahead and do both, just so I can get all the juice out. See how much extra juice there is. All right, get it to the side. A little bit more salt. And y'all may say, hey, you're sprinkling a lot of salt. But more or less is that whenever I sprinkle my salt, sometimes I sprinkle in my salt over a steaming pot. So that steam goes inside the hole where the salt comes out, and it kind of makes it clogged up. So when it looks like I might be sprinkling a lot of salt, it's not really. I just need to unclog the holes there. Get a few more sprinkles. Mixes, I guess you want to call it that. Right, now we'll taste it again. And as I was saying before, people, just sprinkle as you go. Always, my motto is always season to taste. You don't have to always go based upon how much salt or pepper I put or how much seasoning I put. If it tastes good to you, go with that. Go with that. You want to taste something, Bear?
Sure.
There you go. Normally I'll add at least 4 habanero peppers, but right now I'll make a mild habanero pepper guac and just put 2.
There's some more.
You want some more? And this goes great with chips. Chips. I've eaten it on a lot of things. Nachos, thinga. I've eaten it with spaghetti before. I've eaten it with soup before.
Ooh, near the top.
I've eaten it with a lot of things. So you can, there's an endless amount of things that you can make, you know, that you can eat this guac with. So just give us a little bit of comments and hey, ask us like, hey, why don't y'all make this and this or anything like that? And other than that, yeah, we'll do something for you guys. like someone requested for us to make a guac, so we did a guac. So y'all have any food requests, just give us a chance. No, give us a holler. That's what I'm gonna say. Give us a holler, you guys. Or as long as it meets up to our health benefits, at least, or health standards. We do chicken here and there, but we don't do beef or pork. So yeah, chicken is fine, people, and fish is fine as well. So give us a holler. All right, thank y'all. See y'all next time.